I am so blessed and excited to introduce you to Shalon and Eric and their family. Shalon and Eric are a couple that have really impacted, I think, Alpha as a whole, but me personally. Like the joy when these two people come into the door, it's just intoxicating. It just rubs off on everyone. And I'm just so excited for you to hear their story.
It would have been for Alpha, wow. That's all I can say is wow, because like when I first started coming here, I was a nervous wreck. I couldn't do anything. I cried. I sat in the room all day long and cried.
When Shalon and Eric came in the first time, they did the intake process. And it took them a little while to sort of get in the groove, but we signed them up for classes just like we do with all the other clients. But there was this moment, I think, where they realized, like, they had a light bulb moment of, we're gonna be parents together. We're committed to doing this. The prior versions of them was really dedicated to, where can we go on a vacation? What can we do together? How much fun can we have? And not that you don't want to have fun in life, but when you bring a baby into that situation, the focus is changing. And they went from very inward looking people to, how do I plan to look outward to this new life that we're creating?
I would say for us though, before Alpha was carefree. And we was on the road. We didn't have no responsibilities. We were just having fun. And Eric came around and shut it all down. I used to be very particular. I used to be very, very self-centered. It was all about what I had on, what kind of car I drove, my hair, all about my image. I didn't care about it. Before we got married, I didn't care how she looked. We were together, it didn't matter. As long as I was looking top notch, I don't care what you look like. It never bothered me. It never bothered me until I realized that we're all a reflection of each other. And coming through, doing the programs and the classes, it's like, yeah, we really are a reflection of each other, Eric. You can't keep thinking that, all your money can go on yourself. Just make sure your family is okay. Because at the end of the day, they need you. Really, you need them as well, but they really need you. You are the man.
When I think about Shalon and Eric, I think of who they were when they started, like when they first walked through the door of Alpha, and then a few years later. It's such a short time, but they are two completely different people, and that is only by the grace of God that they have changed.
3 years ago, there wouldn't be.
There wouldn't be this because it's basically like
we're
back
probably
then,
arguing.
Our attitudes would have clashed with the baby, and then you can't have a nervous baby because if he's nervous, then all you're gonna do is cry and be fussy. And like, listen, if we have to talk about something, let's talk about it.
I don't want to be that family that raises a child within a abusive relationship or household. I don't want that at all. Somebody has to be able to break the chain, and it's going to be us. We're breaking that chain. We're going to have a nice family household.
And the way that their marriage is, it's this beautiful outpouring of love, because while he's trying to be a really good dad, he's improving himself as a husband and improving himself as a partner and improving himself as this family support unit.
I grew up without my dad. He was murdered when I was like 3 or 4. So I didn't know him. And I didn't really get close to my stepfather. So I want to do it differently. I want to raise our family with all our kids, one household. There's no such thing as divorce. Let's work on our problems. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep that happy image that we have going on.
Something changed for him. Something clicked for him. Being a dad and learning how to be a dad and wanting to learn how to be a dad.
And I've learned that, and really, yeah, it took a while. It did take a while. 36 years old, and I'm still growing. I'm still learning things. I'm still striving to be a lot better than what I am now. Like I said, thank you, God. It's all because of you guys. And my dream to have a family. Because if I don't do this, I won't have my family. So I gotta do whatever I need to do to keep my family. And that's what I intend to do.
God is writing the story for them. So we just are excited to be part of that and continue to pray for them and continue to intercede for them. And when they come in the door, they know they always get a hug, and that hug is from the Lord. I really believe that God has great things in store for this couple, more than I can even imagine. And that's what gets me excited about Shalon and Eric.